So this warden is stuck in the ground. More on that later. Things you should never do to the warden. Look, I can't even kill this warden. It's glitched out. I'll explain how I did this. This certainly is highly unusual. Every warden has a set of ears, and they sit on its head. What you probably would have guessed as well is that there is a cooldown every time a warden listens to a piece of noise. However, if you run this command on a clock, that will force the warden to constantly hear noises and never respond to them. Watch this. As you can see, all they'll ever do is nod their head, and they will never attack you, because their cooldown is reset all the time, that all they can ever do for the rest of their lives is listen. Which is pretty cool. Then I went on to test what happens if a warden rides a warden, or any mob. First of all, let's spawn a warden riding an armor stand. What will it do? It just digs down, because there's nothing it wants to do. So I have a build command here. It's just going to spawn a tower of wardens, and all of them will disappear at the same time. Pretty consistent, right? But then it becomes true that you can spawn a warden in midair without gravity, and it's still going to try to dig its way out like this. So it's kind of funny when you spawn it with no gravity, with dinner bone, and it does like a crunch and a sit-up and climbs out. So using all of this knowledge, there's actually a way to force the warden to dig into the ground when it shouldn't dig into the ground. So I'm going to summon the warden, I'm going to make a racket, it's going to detect me, and then I'm going to force it to dig into the ground as it's about to hurt me. And then I'm going to force it to stop. And there he is. A circle. So the reason this works is because the animation has to continue. There's no way for the animation to stop. So now you're just left with a circle, but the warden is still there because it hasn't successfully dug into the ground. So if you'd like to know, the warden is actually still down there. There he is. He has not despawned. He's right down here. I don't know how he's feeling. He's probably pretty uncomfortable right now. But if you ever want to be killed by a circle, now's your chance.